What's going on, guys? Now, I told y'all after I did the Tarzan one that I was going to get back on it, and I fell off again. But I promise you I'm back now, and I'll do at least one a week. So we're going to start off this week with Moana. So Moana is the story of this little girl who's actually the daughter of a chief of a tribe of people. So of course, she's in line to become the princess. Now this group of people stay on this unnamed Polynesian island. Well, I don't know if it's unnamed, but they never told us the name. But anyway, on this island, they basically have everything that they need. So they don't really explore or venture off much. And it's actually the only rule of the island that you don't go past the reef. Although that's the only rule on the island, Moana has one desire in her heart. And that's, of course, to go past the reef. Now, there's this old story in this tribe that dates back many centuries ago where there's this demigod named Maui who did battle, and it caused everything to slowly start dying. Now, this slow decay has found its way to Moana's people's island, and it's starting to basically die off. So this is all the excuse that Moana needs to travel off, because basically there's this legend that says the chosen one will find Maui and he will basically right the wrongs without telling you the story. Now let's take a second to talk about Moana. I'm not sure what the actress's name is that plays her. I'm not even going to try to say it or butcher her name, but be on the lookout for her. I'm pretty sure you're going to see a lot more of her, or at least hear a lot more of her, because her voice was amazing. Now, while we're speaking about great voices, there was this one song in Moana that I'm pretty sure is going to be this year's Let It Go. I've heard that from a couple of other reviewers and a couple other people, and once I actually heard the song in the movie, I was like, yeah, that's this year's Let It Go. Do I think it'll get as big? I don't know. But me personally, I actually enjoyed it more than Let It Go. So if you got small kids and you haven't seen this movie, you've been warned. Another character that was in this movie was Moana's sidekick, which is a little chicken named Hey Hey. Now let me tell you, Hey Hey was dumb. The dumbest chicken? No. The dumbest animal I've probably ever seen in my life. But that's a good thing. It really worked in this movie, and it worked to have comical relief here and there. And I mean, I really enjoyed Hey Hey. I enjoyed Hey Hey quite a bit, and everyone else in the theater seemed to as well. Now, the other main character in this story is Maui, which is voiced over by Dwayne Johnson, aka The Rock. Now, let's take a second and talk about The Rock, because I mean, from superstar wrestler to superstar actor to now killing it in voiceovers, I mean, the man is here to stay. It's clear to say that. Maui's the demigod that I spoke of earlier, and of course, when he runs into Moana, he really doesn't want anything to do with her. And that's one of the things that I liked about the movie, seeing them butt heads and have to slowly build up chemistry with one another and learn how to work together to achieve the ultimate goal. And Rock's character is covered in all these tattoos, and he has one in particular that is like a little man, and he actually tries to get The Rock to do things to help Moana, even against Maui's wishes. And I love that, because that was kind of like his subconscious out in a visual for us to see, and it just made it a lot more relatable. Seeing these two build that chemistry and get everything rolling really made for this movie. I mean, it's pretty cliche because that's how all these Disney movies go, but I enjoyed it. Another thing I really enjoyed about the movie is that it was about Polynesian people, and we've never seen a Disney movie about Polynesian people, so thumbs up for that one. Now I want to take a minute and talk about the visuals. Animation is really coming a long way. It's come a long way, and it's still progressing pretty fast. But in this movie, the visuals were outstanding. I mean, there were times where like you feel like you could reach out and touch the water, and like with all the characters being Polynesian, of course, they're known for their long, beautiful, thick hair, and the hair was flowing and it looked realistic, and I just really enjoyed it. I couldn't complain about the visuals at all. The next thing I want to talk about is the pacing of the movie. Of course, this is an animated movie, so pacing is never really a problem and things like that. I mean, it's a cartoon, so you got ultimate control over the pacing. From the time that they introduced the characters to introducing the main story to building the chemistry to the fight scenes to the climactic end, it was all great. And the fight scenes in this were good. I mean, it's an animated movie, but the fight scenes were really, really good. Now to wrap this whole thing up, Moana was great. I mean, Moana and Maui, voiced by The Rock, they had great chemistry together. The songs were great. The visuals were great. The pacing of the movie was no problem at all. I really enjoyed the story. I enjoyed the comical side with the action, with the drama. It was just a heartfelt, classical Disney cartoon, and I loved it top to bottom. So with all that being said, I definitely gotta rate Moana legendary. So that's it for this one, y'all. And I gotta tell you, it feels good to be back. But there's a couple of things I wanna actually inform y'all about. First off, I'm gonna start doing 2 reviews to each movie. Now, I came across this idea when I was actually going to see Moana this week because I wasn't sure what I was going to see, and I was trying to watch the trailers to all of the movies that were out to get a refresher, and I realized I had 10 minutes before the movie and I couldn't sit there and watch 4 and 5 minute reviews. So what I'm gonna start doing is I'm gonna start doing my normal review like this one where I go in depth, and I'm gonna do a second review which I'll post on my page in some playlist. I'm basically gonna try to keep it like under a minute while I briefly summarize everything so you can basically get the gist. Was it good or was it not? So look out for that. The second thing is that I want to start a comment convo of the day. So today's comment convo is, let me know what you thought about Moana. Did you like it? Did you hate it? How does it compare to some of the classic Disney movies? Do you think it'll be as good as Frozen or Zootopia or even the greats like Lion King? Comment below and let me know. But anyway, that's it for this one. And as always, if you liked this video and you thought it rocked, like, comment, subscribe to see more from me, Mike Proc. Later.